The last two tournaments we've been to a semi-final of the World Cup and a final of Euros. The players have played in some of the biggest matches in world football through doing that, and that added with their club experiences helps to make us a strong squad. Our aim is to take the country on another journey like we have over 2018 summer and 2021 summer.
You'll have very little time once you get together before that first match against Iran. How difficult does that make it? And must this be the last time that teams and managers are put in such a position when this is happening mid-season?
Well, I think it definitely makes life more difficult. Before Russia we had, I think, 28 days with the team. We've got 4 days on the training pitch effectively this time, so much harder. And I think for the international teams and the clubs, the condensed nature of the season, the difficulty of losing your players halfway through it, the league starting again at Boxing Day is far from ideal, so I doubt we'll ever see it again.
You've been sometimes described as a little too loyal towards your England players. Does this squad selection show that you can take risks? After all, several of the players that are in it are relatively inexperienced in terms of caps playing for England.
Yeah, we're only loyal to people that have won matches for us. So if that's a crime, we're guilty. I think that you've got to have some stability in a squad, and when people have done well and they understand tournaments and they understand playing for England, their experience around the group is as important as anything else. That allows the new players, the younger players, to thrive when they come in, and we've never hesitated to put young players in, and we're benefiting from that now because we've got some young players that have got 10 plus caps, some experience of a tournament as well already, and those guys are only going to get better over the next 5-10 years for England.
Yeah. FIFA have written to all the teams asking them to now focus on football, as they put it. It's quite clear they'd rather that you didn't talk about human rights. Is that naive, do you think, of them?
I think it's optimistic of them. Look, I think we've always spoken when we've felt it's appropriate. I don't see that changing. We would also like to concentrate on the football, frankly, because to go to a World Cup, this is my fourth, is an unbelievable honour and a privilege. And for the players, a massive moment that you don't want tarnished by having to think about off-the-field things. But we recognise those things are there. We should discuss them when asked. But of course, we have also got to focus on the football and trying to make it a success for our country.
I mean, there was no less controversy around Russia, I guess, your last World Cup in charge. How confident are you that hosting these events can bring about improvements, reforms and change socially?
Well, I think we've seen that. There have been improvements, there has been change. I think we've released statements already saying that we think that change still could improve in certain areas, and we're very clear on that. But I think that the process of the world being in Qatar is going to, of course, put them in the spotlight, and I think that's probably going to be uncomfortable for them. At times it will be a bit harsh for them, but I think the whole thing has also improved certain areas that everybody would recognise has helped.